Hi, everybody. It's me, Jordan Long here. And today, did you always wonder how YouTube support tickets worked? Now, back in the day on YouTube, there were only a couple of ways. There were only maybe two ways you could get in contact with them. One was to go into YouTube support page, and that's where YouTube listed all the errors or malfunctions or bugs that they were aware of, and that you clicked on that, and that's how you submitted your support ticket to them on it. If there was an issue that was not on the support page, then you had to go to YouTube support forums. And basically it was just a place for people to talk and discuss, yes, that they were experiencing the same problem you were experiencing, and just hope that someone from YouTube came on, saw the issue, and then said they would fix it. But that was about it. Then around 2010, 2009, 2010 AD, YouTube came along with Google Report a Bug, or Google Feedback, or just plain feedback. Now you could directly report to them. Now they wouldn't answer them personally. You weren't going to get an email back in your Gmail, but you could report it to them, and you knew that they looked at it when the problem resolved itself. Now, for partners, there's the email privilege, but the YouTube's not usually good when it comes to their email privilege. Here's how I think it differs. For example, I always have an idea there's two different people handling the two different types of feedback. When it's the original feedback, I think it's like this. Oh, so I guess you think that you got a problem with video getting stuck in processing. Well, let me see if I can fix that. Yep. And don't ask me. I'm trying to do my best my best take on European Scotlander English. And to tell you the truth, I think there seems to be a different mentality. Now, granted, YouTube's free. There is no liability. There is only accountability, but no liability. And some people make the argument that feedback seems to be more better to handle feedback than they do email. Here's what happens when you send them an email and you happen to be a YouTube partner, or someone who happens to get enough watch time on all of their videos, regardless if it was video file upload or webcam capture or Hangouts. Oh, so you got the problem with the video stuck in processing? Well, don't bother me. There's no reliability here. Just go get your ad. You just go and get out of here. I don't have time to look at your stupid emails. And that was my best impersonation of trying to do European Irishland English. But anyway, regardless of all that, that seems to be how it was like. I mean, you would hear stories about YouTube partners or anyone who had the email privilege, and in an email they wouldn't hear anything back from them, and their problems would get resolved, but they wouldn't hear back from them. So it's best to probably just, best just to use feedback. Now, a lot of people choose not to use feedback, and that's their own business. I've always used feedback when it became available, but mostly you could use feedback to bring up suggestions or to comments about things, but I only use to report issues. And when it seemed to be the only common issue, I always seemed to be able to report a lot, seemed to be when videos got stuck in processing, or, when there were other issues. And it's really good. For some reason, I think there's a different mentality. I guess a different standard when it comes to, YouTube support tickets. Now, some people are going to make arguments and say that, or some people are going to say, well, how do you know that the feedback's going to YouTube when it was called Google Report a Bug or Google Feedback or Feedback? Because it's on the YouTube website. Okay. So who else would it be going to? Obviously be going to somebody at YouTube who is in charge and maintains or something, some administrator who programmer designer or sometime that is in whose job is to maintain things on the website, I guess. You know. So it goes like this. Looks like we got a problem with the video getting stuck in processing again. You gotta come in here and look at this. What do I want to look at that for? We got a problem video stuck in processing. We better go fix that. Aw, jeez, not that again. How often does it happen? Well, back in the early days, it used to constantly happen. Now it only happens occasionally. I'll see what I can do. But to tell you the truth, I really don't know how this whole thing works. You know, all I know is that feedback seems to be a better way of getting in contact with YouTube, and you don't have to, you don't have to be a partner or anything. You know, you don't have to have, well, obviously you had to have a YouTube account to be able to use feedback, true. But you don't have to be a partner or anything like that. You know, you don't have to have multiple hours of watch time on your videos or anything like that to get it. So when people keep bringing up there's no way of contacting them, they're wrong. There's feedback. Okay? A lot of people out there just do not forget there's feedback, or they don't want, or for some reason they just don't mention that it's another way. So if you think that you're one of these people that thinks that the only way to contact them is through email, and you think you got to get and you say, well, that's not going to happen because I don't get a lot of watch time on my videos, then there's always feedback. Now, they don't answer them personally. If they do answer them personally, then they're being generous in your Gmail, of course, but they're not going to say by name, of course. I mean, yes, most of the time they just, read the issue, see the problem, and then fix it. So that's about it for me. I'm Jordan Long, and I hope you enjoyed this video.